Hey guys. So, I look a little crazy today, but that's okay because there's a reason for it. So, I get a lot of questions about my hair, how it's so long and shiny and everything. And a lot of it has to do with my hair care routine. So, I wanted to show you guys what I do to get long, luscious hair. It's currently Wednesday, 5 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go to dance. And what I like to do on days like this, because I tend to sweat a lot, is do my hair care routine. Specifically on Wednesdays. I try to do it at least twice a week, but most of the time, if not, I do it once a week, which is Wednesdays. A lot of the time, what I do is I comb out my hair, and then when I'm done, I'll show you guys what I do next. My hair is kind of already dirty because of the day, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of oily, so we're gonna utilize this to our advantage. Now with the hair combed out, what I like to do is I take castor oil. I use this a lot to nourish my scalp and to help with hair growth. And as you can see, my hair is pretty long, so this is what I use. And I use specifically this one. I get it off of Amazon. If you guys want a link to this, you can find it in my description. So what I do, I know a lot of people do like a certain amount of time. I kind of just grab as much possible to coat my entire scalp. That way it's evenly distributed. So sometimes I'll start right here on the side, and then I'll just keep going all the way around. I like castor oil because it works for me. It doesn't work for everyone. So if you're one of those people this doesn't work for you, that's okay. There's other like types of like serums, oils that help with hair growth, but this is what I use and what works for me. And honestly, I've been using this for years, so it's not going to happen overnight. You need to be consistent with it in order for it to work. Now with it all over the scalp, I like to take my hands and kind of massage it all over, so that way it really seeps into the root of the hair. Now I'll take a little bit more and coat it in my hand so that way I can slick it down properly, like so. I'll kind of like coat it all over the layer of my hair, the top layer, like so, so that way I don't use too much product when I fill in the oil. With that being done, I'm gonna take my bristle brush and kind of start smoothing out the hairs. Alright, once it's slicked back, you're going to tie it off into a ponytail. I have to use two because my hair is super thick. And I find using like rubber bands that are made for thick hair don't work as best because it stretches over time, and honestly, it's too long to pull. I like to use smaller multiple hair bands or rubber bands. Now, to make sure the hair stays so that way it doesn't fall out of place, I like to take a little bit of mousse to help fill in the hair oil. I use the Tresemme. It doesn't matter what type of mousse you use, but this is what I use if you want to prefer to use something else like this. Now, I use Tresemme for my mousse. If you have your own mousse that you prefer, you can use that. But if you don't and have no idea which one to use, this is what I use. It doesn't matter which mousse you use from Tresemme. I have one that's meant for curls, but it still works. But it doesn't really matter. Take a nice glob and I just coat it all over the hair like so. With that being done, I'm gonna braid my hair and then to wrap it into a bun, and then we're gonna take a little bit of hairspray so that way it stays. If you also want to do a just a slick back bun look, you can also use this routine. I like to do castor oil too sometimes when I want to just do like a hair bun look, because when you use hair gel, honestly it pulls back the hair and then you start to bald. I find that using castor oil and mousse and hairspray is the best combination to make sure I don't have any sort of hair loss. So I'm gonna keep braiding this all the way down as much as I can. The trick is to braid as far as you can so that way you don't have that long of a tail when you wrap it into a bun. Some people like to leave it. I think I might leave it because I'm kind of feeling this pony look. So I'm gonna grab a hair tie. Alright, now that that's done, I'm gonna take a little bit of hairspray. Oh, it looks like this is out of hairspray, so I'm gonna go check my mom's bathroom really quick. Alright, so I went ahead and sealed my hair with the mousse and hairspray. like I said, I use Tresemme products for hairspray and mousse. I find that that works. I've been using it for years because I've been dancing for years. I've been dancing Polynesian dancing for like 4 years already, but I did jingle dress dancing since I was 12 up until I was 17. And this is what always works for me to make sure my hair stayed throughout the whole day. And yeah, so you can leave it like this. You can do an extra step and add some like hair oil or hair mask to the ends, but I do that last because the hair mask that I have specifically, you can only have it on for like I think 10 to 15 minutes. So, and you're supposed to use it as like in replacement of a conditioner. So, but that's later. So this is the hair look, and I'm gonna go to dance, and I'll see you guys when it's time to do the rest of the part of the routine. All right, y'all, so I got from practice not too long ago, and I'm about to take a shower and do the next part of my hair routine. So I'm gonna take out my hair and kind of show you what I'm gonna do. So my hair's out. I'm gonna get the stuff that I use to wash my hair, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So I double wash my hair, especially on days like this. I like to go in with a tea tree shampoo because I have dandruff. First I take some in my hands, I lather it up, and then I like scrub all over my scalp, and then I rinse. After I rinse, I'm gonna go with my Ouai shampoo for thick hair. Same thing, lather it up in my hands, wash all over, rinse. But instead of conditioner, we're gonna take this bad boy. I'm gonna follow the directions, obviously. It says to apply generously to wet, clean hair from the roots to the end. And that's what we're gonna do. And then after we apply it, I'm gonna take a white tooth comb and kind of just like comb it through. Make sure there's no tangles and such. And then we're gonna let it sit for about, let's see, we'll do 10 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes. So yeah, I will be back in a sec to show you the next part of the process. All right guys, I was gonna start doing my makeup and show you guys the finished look after my makeup was done, but my makeup stuff started getting in my hair, and I was like, you know what, I better take off my rollers now so I can put my hair back and do my makeup. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Before, I would do like the layers where it's one on top, one right here, and one right here, and I never liked those because they would always fall, and honestly it just wasn't realistic to have it in that type of, have it like layered like that. Now the ends are kind of like folded because I didn't do the rolling right, but that's okay. I'm gonna style it. I may take a curling iron to fix the end. We're gonna add some hair oil to help control any little bit of frizziness that I have, because I notice I barely have any on top, but I have a little bit of frizziness on the bottom. Yeah, because look at, I don't know if you can tell, like the ends are kind of like bent right here. Same thing right here, so I'm gonna fix that in a bit. But I'm gonna do my makeup and then I'll show you everything else. So I'm gonna apply the hair oil, just a small smidge, and like comb it through the ends, so the ends look a little more put together and less crazy. Oh. If this part of my hair will stay, I can end this video. This is the finished look. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.